Hey there, it's Michael J. And I was scrounging around in an old store full of different kinds of junk and antiques and stuff, and I came across this. Amazing Stories. It's an old science fiction, fantasy magazine full of stories and pictures of odd science fiction imagery that was from 1938. And it just made me think about science fiction films. And there weren't that many things in 1938, but there were some. But the real science fiction thrust came after World War II and the 1950s. It was amazing. And of course the Cold War started, and so there was all this fear about something strange attacking. And there was in the late 40s there was the big sighting in Nevada of a flying saucer that for years people have been trying to explore whether or not that actually happened or not. And this, of course, caused Hollywood to react with all kinds of wonderful old films. A lot of them were B pictures, some of them were better than that, but they were fun, and I still think they're fun, and I love to take a look at them. And of course the granddaddy of them all, of all of the sort of aliens attack Earth stories, is War of the Worlds. This is a copy of the book. If you haven't read this, you should read it. It's good. It sort of takes place just before World War I. The movie in the 50s is contemporized and takes place in the 50s, but it's fun, and it's actually, except for the part that aliens are attacking Earth, that's about as far as it goes, and the fact that they die from our natural diseases, some sort of virus from Earth, it's how they die. Well, that part's the same, but otherwise it's its own sort of monster movie. Actually, the Steven Spielberg film from 2005 with Tom Cruise, even though it's contemporary too, it's sort of more true to the book than the 1950s movie is. But the 1950s movie is a classic of its kind. It's a lot of fun. For the time, it had great special effects. The special effects can be cheesy, but that's kind of the fun of a good old-fashioned Mars Attacks UFO picture. So, let's pay tribute. Come on!
Flying saucers have invaded our planet. Washington, London, Paris, Moscow are key targets. The whole world is under attack. Can it survive?
This Earth of yours will be reduced to a burned-out cinder.
This could be the beginning of the end for the human race. For what men first thought were meteors or the often ridiculed flying saucers are in reality the flaming vanguard of the invasion from Mars.
Needles hit the top.
Suspense. Yes, it came from outer space.